Okay, something happened. Oh shoot. So something happened. Hold on. So turned out my internet killed my stream, and which I can't just leave y'all there. So we're gonna try and finish up this race. This such a huge gap between there and there. Alright, so now we're still holding on the Grand Prix lead as of now. I'm gonna use a little bit of our battery, try to get ahead of Charles Leclerc, try to stay ahead of Charles Leclerc. So it looks like he's gonna use the DRS against me right about now. He's gonna use the DRS. He's probably gonna use DRS. He's using the slipstream right now. He's gonna use everything in his power to try to get into the Grand Prix lead. We're gonna try and go on the outside, but he closed the door in front of us. We lock up the rear a little bit to go a little bit offline, and now he takes the Grand Prix lead from us. Man from Monaco, searching for his first Grand Prix lead, for his first Grand Prix win in the 2025 season. We're going to use DRS, we're going to use DRS, we're going to use the slipstream. He ducks into the middle line. We're going to take out the outside line. We're going to get into the Grand Prix lead, but we have understeer, in which he hits us. Charles Leclerc hits us with this Ferrari.
That was a bit risky.
Oh, right, I'm supposed to pit this lap. We're actually going to try this braking part again. We're going to go softly on the brake, but very early. He's giving us a little bit of a push to the outside line. We're going to box this lap.
Stopping this lap.
We are boxing this lap. We're going to slow down the car. We're not going to slow down the car. He gives us a little bit of a push.
Confirmed. We'll receive you.
Now, we're going to try slow down the car. Not worth it. Oh my god. We're going to try and slow down the car when we get into the pit. Slowing down the car. Into the pit lane we go. We're probably going to switch onto the medium compound as I predicted. Now, we're going to get into the pit stop. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Okay, let's go now.
Oh, no, it's not optimal, but we lost about 2/10 of time, maybe 4/10. But
pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
Now, we're going to try to see if we can get ahead of Charles Leclerc. So now we don't have anyone blocking us or anything like that. We're going to try to use all these tires and all this entire track. We have an entire track to us. Alright, we're going to try and use everything in our power to try to get in race net lead. George Russell also seems to pit with us. He's just a little bit down the order. There's a little bit of battery to try to help us in the straight. But the only thing we can do is just hope that Charles Leclerc's tires are killing him, in which we can get into the race lead, which would be super beneficial for us. I'm going to try and undercut Charles Leclerc, the man from Monaco, still searching for his first Grand Prix win of the 2025 season. We're going to try and look for our third Grand Prix win of the 2025 season. Everyone seems to be healing into the pits now. We're going to stay out as we already did our pit stop. We're going to cross over the line. Let's see where we can end up into turn 1. Let's see where we can end up. We end up P11 at the time. So we're going to have the other half of the field fit into this lap, we're pretty sure. We're ahead of Verstappen by only 7/10 of a second. So this might not be a very good sign, as Charles Leclerc was ahead of Verstappen by 2 seconds, or a second, around that deficit. but it's going to be really close once we get into the pit entry and
Okay, keep an eye on that gap
into
ahead, please.
that area in the
5
pit exit. It's going to be very close between everybody. Verstappen, me, and the man from Monaco. It's going to be very tight between the three of us. Verstappen trying to go into the net P2 as we have it right now. We're going to try and defend from the outside to the inside, in which we keep our position. We're going to, have a little bit of mistake there. We're having a corner cut. We don't get anything. All we get is just a warning. Now, we're going to...
Car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now.
Nice. Short shift. Yeah, short shift. Verstappen, you can't do much about that because he has the senior Red Bull team. He gets... We're not going to try and cause too much of a fight to Verstappen, but he's trying to look onto the outside line. We're going to stay in the inside line. We're going to brake late, turn more sharply than him. We're going to push him a little bit wide, but there's nothing we can do about Verstappen. As Verstappen gets up, we're going to use the DRS. Let's see what's from Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc seems to have fallen off, in which he has. He's nowhere within the top 5. Did he make a mistake? Did he make a mistake during his outlap? Or his inlap, technically.
Okay, Yuki.
But now, Verstappen into the lead of the Grand Prix. We're going to have to go for him. We're going to have to chase him until the end of the race. We're going to try and use everything in our power to try to get our 3rd victory of the season. So now, we're on the long straight, but Norris actually has a little bit of pressure on us. We're going to use the DRS. We're going to use a little bit of DRS. We're going to save most of the ERS for the back straight over there. But we're going to brake late, try to be very close to Max Verstappen's gearbox. And what we can do in the straight following ahead after this very, very annoying chicane. We're going to have a little bit of a moment. We're going to cut the corner a little bit. We're going to have DRS. We're going to use a little bit of ERS to try to get back to speed. Now, we're going to use the DRS from the straight. We're going to use a little bit more battery to try to catch him. We're going to use the slipstream and everything. Where is he going to go? He's going on the inside line. We're going to take the outside line. He's giving us a little bit of a nudge. He's not going to let the position go very easily. The Dutchman, and we crash. Verstappen looking for his fourth Grand Prix victory of the season. Now, he gives us a little bit of a push. He takes the inside line. We go way too wide, in which the Dutchman still maintains P1. We're going to use a little bit more battery, but we're going to have to use less battery because we are getting pressurized by Lando Norris. He doesn't make a dive bomb, thankfully, but we are sensing some pressure from Lando, in which we're going to absolutely bend it into these corners. We're going to fling all these corners. We're going to chain them all together. Use a little bit of battery. Try to get back in speed, but I don't think it'll be enough for us to get DRS. But now Norris is going to get DRS right about now. He's going to use a slipstream. He's using ERS. He's trying to get into P2. Lando Norris, we can't catch up to him. But now we have Sergio Perez right behind us. We're going to be right behind Norris. Now, we're going to use a little bit of the battery, try to get up to speed. We're going to use DRS right about now. We're going to use the slipstream. We can get Perez on the outside line. As of now, we're going to try and use everything down on the inside of Lando Norris. We lock up. This is not going that well. Anyway, we're going to try and using the slipstream of Lando Norris. Sergio Perez on the outside line. We can't get any more of the slipstream, and then we're going to go on the inside of Lando, possibly. We're going to really get... Oh, my God. We're going to try and use the slipstream from Lando Norris. he pushes up into the inside, forcing us to go on the inside. He's tried to do the switchback, but it's just not enough for Lando Norris. Max Verstappen up ahead on the road. He can't do much about that. There's only 5 laps to go. I don't think we can catch up to Max Verstappen at this rate. Sergio Perez trying to shake up for a move. Interesting thought from the Mexican driver. I'm going to use a little bit of a battery. Lando Norris still looking at that P2 spot we are currently occupying. Verstappen up ahead of the road by about 2.5 seconds. Doesn't look like we're going to look for the Grand Prix victory, but we can lose the Grand Prix podium positions to both Lando and Perez, as everyone is trying to fight for P2 right now. It's a 3-way battle for P2. Three-way, 4-way battle P1 if Max Verstappen can make a little bit of a mistake, or we just outpace them in the tires we have right now. But Max Verstappen still up ahead. Charles Leclerc probably dropped back because he's just right behind Piastri, which is not even the top 5. Lando Norris doesn't look like he can challenge us this lap, so which we can try and take the corner as much as we can, trying to use all the road we can, try to catch up to the Dutchman, but the Dutchman's just way too quick. We can't catch up to him. But now, 4 laps remaining now. Lando Norris going on the inside line into turn 1. Doesn't work out for him. No, actually, he stays there, but then he backs out of it. Lando Norris really trying to get into the Grand Prix P2 position. Really wanting that, the P2 position, as I said before. And also Perez. But now it could bring Ocon into play. Ocon, not that far back. Only half a second from Perez. But now, Lando Norris is going to be right behind us. He's going to use the ERS probably. He's going to use the DRS. He's going to use the slipstream. We are just falling backwards. All 3. We lost a bunch of positions from those. But we're going to try and re-overtake the Alpine of Ocon. We're bang wheeled with Perez. Can we go on the outside of Perez? Can we? No, we cannot. Because Ocon is sitting on the inside, not letting us through. Now we're going to have the DRS. We're going to use the double slipstream from both Perez and Norris, and we crashed.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Ocon on the inside, not allowing us to get any further than this position. But now, onto the back straight of the Miami circuit, we're going to use everything we can. Slipstream, DRS, ERS to try to maintain that. Oh, safety car! It's a safety car! Safety car has been deployed!
Keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta.
It's a full call safety car.
Safety car due to multiple cars being stopped on track. Mind your delta.
Is there debris on the track? But now, it brings the top 5 into the Grand Prix lead. It brings everyone in there. Will we even get enough racing laps until the end? But now, everyone is going to be behind the safety car. Max Verstappen is going to lead it. We lock up heavily as we're going way too quick for now. We are at the reduced pace of the safety car. We don't know what has happened. We're just going to assume that there's a bunch of debris on the track, in which it looks like the Sauber did have a contact with somebody on the track. Probably lost the front wing, but this lets us have the opportunity to bring us back into play for the podium positions. This is going amazingly planned. It's a very late safety car. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just trying to freaking cancel the call. They're still calling me. Anyway, I'm gonna recharge the battery a little bit. We're gonna put on hot lap because I don't want to forget. Put on hot lap when we have probably a single lap to go when the Grand Prix ends over. Will we even get enough one more racing lap? Or will we just end under the safety car?
Safety car in this lap. Safety
car is going to be in this lap, which gives us 2 racing laps into the finish line. But now, we're going to try the alongside Paris and hope we can get into the Grand Prix P3. We don't want to go too far ahead. What was that? It didn't let me accelerate at all. Bruh. The steering is like it's not letting me steer to the left.
You've got to give that position back, mate. We're under safety car conditions and you can't overtake. Return the position.
Okay, what is that? Am I not allowed to be alongside of Perez? Bro, why am I having so much struggle with this? It doesn't let me accelerate. Look, it's not letting me accelerate. It's not letting me accelerate. This probably brought us out into the wait. We are gaining so much speed.
3.9 seconds.
But Max Verstappen trying to defend from Lando Norris. It looks like it's going to be fine for Lando Norris, but it's not going to be fine for Sergio Perez, in which we take the P3 position away from Sergio Perez.
Okay, good
now
work.
We're looking at the gearbox of the McLaren British driver, Lando Norris. Now we're going to fling the steering wheel to try and get something out of this car, using its last legs of the probably on the tire wear, using a lot of the DRS. DRS is not going to be activated this lap. It's going to be activated next lap, but which Sergio Perez is side by side with us, trying to take the P3 position away from us. Senior driver trying to go against the junior driver. We're going to go ultra lane on the brake. We're going to turn in sharp. We're going to go very, very, very methodical on the throttle here. We're going to go light on the brakes here. Now, I'm gonna try and... What was that severe understeer? We're gonna try and use everything we can to try and take the Grand Prix D2 away from Lando Norris. But it looks like we can't do much about it. We're going to go on to the final lap, starting P3. We're going to go very late on the brakes. Doesn't look like we can get anything out of this straight, because Lando Norris pulling away with the superior McLaren car, I think. Go wait on the brakes somewhat. I'm going to try to go early. Okay, what is the tire wear at? Because there's no way I'm losing that much grip. Sergio Perez trying to go on the inside, in which we let him by for whatever reason. We don't even get DRS. DRS is now enabled. Oh my god.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Sergio Perez on the outside. Now he takes T3 away from us, but we can try and send it down on the inside, in which we do go very aggressive, very aggressive on the inside. Now Sergio having to deal with Sainz in the Mercedes. But it looks like we can't get Q2 anymore, as they are too far ahead of the road because we were fighting way too hard, in which it looks like we can't catch up. But now, all we gotta do is fight for P3 here. We're actually gonna let Sergio Perez try to let us pass us. But with Sainz, it's gonna be a completely different story, as we don't want to lose too much time. Oh, what the Alpine? We're gonna go 3 wide. Breaking into this corner. We're gonna try and be ahead of. We're gonna try and use everything to try to block off. Now we're gonna try and go on the inside of Sainz, who was also trying to go on inside of Perez, but it doesn't work out for Sainz, but it worked out perfectly for us, as we are able to get into P4, not too far from Perez now. We cut the corner a little bit. We're gonna try to take the P3 away from Perez. We're gonna try and take away the P3 position from Perez. Let's see if we can make it. We take Grand Prix P3 away from Perez as of now, but we lock up into the corner. Let's see who's gonna get the power. Who's gonna get the power down? But it looks like oh wait, it could be a change of position at the last couple of meters.
I'm proud of you, man. That was a good job. You did really well out there. Superb driving.
How do we get driving today? We started P1, and then we dropped on 3rd.
The checker flag is out. We're going to be hearing that
Dutch national anthem once again. Red Bull.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of...
Alright. Oh, why is it heated even though I'm destroying him right now? You keep with the superior RTG, really? Alright, well, that's gonna wrap up this time because freaking the internet decided to go. Hopefully y'all enjoyed 2 parts of the stream.
It seems as if you have a new rival.
Really? I have a new rival?
This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this sport.